Love aviation, I love cemeteries. I am in my dream world right now. Today's adventure takes us to one of the biggest airports in the world, O'Hare Airport. But the thing is, in the middle of this airport is this pioneer cemetery called Rest Haven Cemetery. We're going to go explore this cemetery today. So come with me as we explore this cemetery in the middle of one of the largest airports in the country. Here's the sign, Rest Haven Cemetery, and here's a nice marker dedicated to the founders of Rest Haven Cemetery, 1840, rededicated 1986. That's very nice. So here we are. Here's a view of the cemetery. A lot of open space over there here, but as we pan, you can see the tombstones and markers very well over there. As we enter Rest Haven Cemetery here, and I don't know the number of people buried in the cemetery. It's a pretty significant sized cemetery, but we're going to see a bench as we enter. It says Rest Haven Cemetery on it. Look at this. What a beautiful sight that is. I don't know if you can see that. That is the Star Wars plane. ANA Star Wars plane. That is, well, I love aviation, so. Love aviation, I love cemeteries. I am in my dream world right now. So we're going to look at this cemetery and see what we can find here. We're just going to go and start probably at the far end of the cemetery, and then we'll work our way back. This cemetery does go back to the mid-1800s. It is a pioneer cemetery, long before aviation, long before anything was here. There's a marker here. Ullman's the name. 1995, so that's rather recent. Baby boy here, 1933. Now this cemetery for a long time was off limits to the public because it was in a restricted area of the airport. But now that the airport's expanded so much, this is more toward the cargo side of the airport. As you see this one, it looks like 1851 or maybe 61 on that. Let's see if I could, 91. It's like 1891 on that one. So this is open to the public, hidden, like I said, within the cargo area of O'Hare Airport, tucked away. Nobody would know it's here. It's hard to find if you don't know where you're looking for. Oh, this is a shame. What a beautiful monument here. Laura's her name. Unfortunately, the head has gone missing from her monument here. You can see Laura. Can't really make out anything else. Looks like maybe a T. Not sure on that one. Somebody has been visiting this grave, as there are some trinkets there. Candle being one of them. And next to Laura is Walter. 1894 it appears for Walter. Elfring, 1952. That was before the airport was here. This airport was very early 60s is when this airport started. So we see planes departing. Here are several very old stones here. They unfortunately are no longer readable, but I'm willing to bet they're maybe husband and wife or related in some way. It almost looks like a face right there, doesn't it? That's a little creepy. Yeah, that almost looks like a face. So you will hear aircraft departing, and you will hear trucks, as we are very near a cargo facility. Here's Fred to Watchman, 1858, 1893. This is a remarkable stone, very well preserved. This had to have taken so much time. Each one of these letters is raised. I mean, usually on a stone, you see letters engraved. These letters are raised, which means all of this material here had to have been taken out, which was very labor intensive. And he was only about 35 years old, if that. And then his wife, very young, she was in her 20s, and his second wife outlived him, lived to be about 63, 62, 63 in that area. Behind me is this marker, which, oh, there's some very, very small writing on here. I can't make that out. That is very shallow. Very shallow. There's some on this side, but there's a bush here. I'm right up against the bush. I can't make that out either with this angle, unfortunately. I see 1894, maybe 14 to 1894 on that one. It's like we have the Lane family here. Heinrich Lane, it's 1912. Caroline, 1883, died at 43. And you see a lot of women that die young, and I think most of the time it's complications due to childbirth when they're dying at these young ages. Let's see what we got back here. It is icy out today. I am having a hard time reading that. Maybe it's better on the video. Oh, I know why I'm having a hard time reading that, because it's not English. That is why. That would do it. Perhaps German. It looks to be German, since a lot of markers, well, in the cemeteries that I've explored in the past, were German. Okay. Louisa Rolfing. I thought she died in 1842. She was born in 1842. Died in 1909. Ruhe in Frieden. I'm assuming that's rest in peace in German. Another bench on this side of the cemetery. It's nice that they put the benches in. Got Mathilda and Henry. Gathman is the surname. 1936 and 1923. And we got another Gathman over here. Those must be the parents to Mathilda and Henry, perhaps. No, that's impossible because they're from 1856. Some kind of relation. Daughter Ida here, 1944. Ida passed away. These are really nice stones. Very common to see these types of stones. However, unreadable. These are generally made of a sandstone or other soft stone that doesn't really hold up over time. You can see that's unreadable now. Let's see what we got over here. Graue, it looks like. Ludwig here died 1889, it appears. And then Frank died 1879. Does that say Dr. Gustav? Died 1882. Let's see if there's, got to look on all the sides. No, just those two. And got this one here. Kleinschmidt. Henry and Catherine. Beautiful monument here. I ruhen in Frieden. I ruhen in Frieden. Rest in peace. Michael Heinrich, 1832 to 1905. And Anna, perhaps his wife, 1840 something to looks like 74. It's hard to read that. Beautiful, beautiful marker for them. Got the Stuve, family Henry and Sophie, 1922 and 1942 respectively there. Must be their markers there. And there's Fred, looks like Henry and Sophie's son. William, another son, and looks like Walter, a third son. Well, this is interesting. We've got a stone here. It's the same family, Stuve family, from 2001 and from 2019. Very nice. United States Navy, World War II. Thank you for your service. So this cemetery still must be active. Must be an active cemetery. There are definitely more graves in here than markers because this ground is uneven. So there are some sunken graves, as we see a bench with Lydia on it. The Rolfing family there. And Heinrich. This one looks brand new. I'm wondering if, well, Father Norman passed away in 1990. I'm wondering if Eleanor has passed away recently, because there is a pile of dirt here. And if you look, yeah, there's some kind of slab there. And you can see another corner there. So I'm wondering if maybe Eleanor has passed away recently and was cremated, and that's where they buried her urn. At least that's my guess, anyways. Okay, that's going to do it today from Rest Haven Cemetery here on Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. In the middle of the airport, fantastic little pioneer cemetery. It's so nice that they preserved this. Maybe an acre, maybe 2 acres. They preserved this and they fenced it off, and it hasn't been destroyed by the modernization of man. So great cemetery. Thank you for coming with me today. Until next time, keep exploring.